The community, the Dividend Warrior community, is growing. A lot of you guys I collaborate with are doing phenomenal with your channels, and I want to give you guys congratulations. Mr. Matt Money, I'd like to give you a shout out in your last video, making right around 2K in monthly dividends. That's phenomenal. So let me just show you guys how I'm doing on my fractional share portfolio, and I'm going to show you some changes I made that I wasn't really happy with, and I needed to really focus on my monthly dividend stock. So right now, since I built this portfolio, I'm at $110.56. I'm up $341.43. My return is 14.37%. That is pretty good. I'm close to $10,000. And I made some changes. I just want to show you guys what I did. Let me just show you my activity that I did. So I sold Disney, Medtronic, and Discover Financial Services. One of the reasons why is I don't have the money for these guys yet. But these guys, I'll probably buy them in the future. But I have the money for Aflac, Pembina Pipeline, SPHD, QYLD, LTC, Delta, Seagate, and Bank of America. So these stocks right here, Pembina, SPHD, QYLD, and LTC, these are starting to really get me some monthly dividends to kick in. So if I start making, like $40, $50 a month just on my monthly dividends, things are going to starting to roll. So what I'm going to do is I might just wait 6 months to make my next payment. I maybe just might throw Apple in it just because of the stock split that they plan on doing, so that they can get people like myself who will be in graduate school for nurse practitioner school. I can focus on putting my money there, letting the monthly dividends kick in, go from there. So let me show you my holdings right now. I'm putting in now about $55 a week into everything. So I have 7 shares of IIPR, 13 shares of Pfizer, 10 of Coke, 20 of QYLD. See, this is what I want to get with all these stocks, is at least 20. Because once I get 20 shares in a lot of these stocks, I'm going to start doing some damage with this dividend portfolio. That's when things to really start kicking in. With these monthly dividend stocks, once I get to about 40, then I'll start feeling happy with some of these, because it's just, I have way too many stocks. They're good stocks, don't get me wrong, but I'm not at the point where I want to start making money, and my monthly dividend stocks will start paving the way in, so I can start buying more of these stocks and let the fractional shares start kicking in. RCL, I'm going to hold on to. XOM, obviously, I'm going to hold on to them. Aflac, I'm at 7.61 shares. Fractional, I'm at 5.38. Delta Airlines, eventually, they'll kick up again and they'll start distributing dividends. Same with these guys, so it's just going to take some time. You got to enjoy them when they're down. One of the reasons I sold Medtronic is so I can get more into Delta, as well as Royal Caribbean. AstraZeneca, I'm almost at 4 shares. Sounds like they are very strong with the vaccine race. LTC Properties, I do need to get that up a little bit, but they're starting to get bigger and bigger, and the dividends are starting to flow in with these guys. Ryman Hospitality Properties has done phenomenal before the bug hit, so it's going to take time, but I need to capitalize on these guys because they're down. I mean, if you guys look at their S&P history, they have done very well against the S&P. They have the word hospitality in it, so that pretty much means you're screwed. Anything with airlines, hospitality, real estate, you're pretty much screwed. So real estate has been down. I know my EPR properties, they have not been distributing their dividend until it gets better. Go figure. I mean, has the word entertainment in it, so of course it's going to be down. Seagate I'm at 4 shares. Pembina Pipeline, I do need to get that up a little bit. I'm at 7.30 shares. WestRock, they cut part of their dividend. They made it a lot cheaper. That happened with my Wendy's stock. So Wendy's is still down, but I do have opportunities for Wendy's to do some damage in my E-Trade dividend portfolio. 3M, I'm going to hold on to that for right now. Once I start getting more shares and start putting in more money, I'm going to change the percentage and get that a little bit higher. Same with Maxim Integrated Products. I have 1 share of Starbucks. Hormel Foods, I probably need to start focusing on too because they're starting to do some damage. Bank of America's down. I need to get those guys up. Cheesecake Factory, I may sell just because I have way too many stocks in here, and I can put more money into these guys so that I can get more monthly dividends. Keurig Dr. Pepper, as well as Brookfield Real Assets. Those are 2 stocks that I probably need to get a little bit more money in so that I can start generating more monthly. Well, Keurig Dr. Pepper doesn't give off a monthly dividend, but these 3 I need to start focusing on as well. So they are down, but if I start putting more money in these guys, I think I can really start getting those monthly dividends in so that I can pave the way for these things. So I'm thinking 6 months from now, I'll start adding a few more stocks. So, I mean, Brookfield Real Assets, they give off a pretty good dividend. They really don't go up. It's kind of like a set income fund right around 19 cents or 20 cents a pop per share. But these guys have increased over time. So I do need to put some money in these guys to get things rolling. So, I mean, I feel pretty confident about the way I made changes. Here's some buys and sells. I did get rid of Welltower, Boeing, Key Corp. I have Key Corp on my E-Trade dividend portfolio. I just don't like DIV. It's just looking at their history and SRET, kind of iffy on it. I may just get rid of SRET, but it's kind of like a fixed income and it's cheap, so might as well, to get those monthly dividends in. But, if SRET does pretty shitty in the long run, I'm probably not going to look at it. So $55 a month I'm putting in. I've earned $110.56 on dividends. My YouTube channel is going up. I am making some more money on YouTube, which is nice. I think in the long run, again, I'm not expecting my YouTube channel to explode or get real big. I am monetized. I make right around, I'm ranging like $50 a month on YouTube. And what I'm going to do, I am going to do a Funrise video tomorrow. But I am going to be venting about Acorns because I did have an Acorns account for a Roth IRA, and I'm going to transfer that over to Fidelity to create a fractional share IRA, or I might just put it in a mutual fund, which is a dividend portfolio. I haven't decided on that yet. Just let those dividends do their thing and just leave it alone. But so far so good. $7,500. I mean, I busted my ass since pretty much the bug hit and everything shut down. So I do have a pretty good bank account prepared for graduate school. I had a set amount that I wanted to have in before I hit graduate school. And I am at that mark from busting my ass and throwing money in the stock market. So I did make a pretty good amount of money from picking up and doing a bunch of hours. I may do that. I may do that this week, but I might be hitting the dating scene too. So I know. I haven't hit the dating scene in a long time, but there was a girl of interest. Actually, she has her shit straight, and she's a go-getter. So that was a turn on. So I'm probably gonna make a move and try to set a date this week or this weekend. Probably sometime next week. But anyways, it's just with this dividend portfolio, I think if I get to $40 a month on my monthly dividends, that's that's how things will start kicking in. But if I do 6 months worth on focusing on my monthly dividends, I think that should be okay. And I mean, I can get Aflac to 20 shares. What I need to do is really get these guys to 20. Let's see. Let's go back to this. So IIPR is a good one. If I can get Pfizer to 20, I mean, there's a few things I need to do. I definitely, my quarterly dividend stocks, I definitely need to get them to 20 before I know I can really start doing some damage. That's, I'm telling you, once I hit 20 on each of these, at least one of them, that's when it's going to start kicking in. So let's see, QYLD, let me just look at their dividend history real quick. I think it's 20 cents right now a share. So I'm looking at their dividend history. I love going on NASDAQ.com. That's like a really good source to look up a dividend history. So right around 21 cents. That's pretty good. 19.21 cents. So that's pretty promising. And then SPHD is, let's just see how much that. Let's look at SPHD real quick. I'm telling you guys, you go on NASDAQ, when I do my stock and dividend analysis videos on stocks I own, I always refer to NASDAQ.com. Just Google search NASDAQ and then type in your stock and type in dividend history. So right around 15 cents. It is increasing, which is good. So you want to go, especially if you're investing in monthly dividend stocks. Now, RA is not going to go up. Land is going up, so that's good. In the long run, land will start giving off dividends at this point. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just by looking and anticipating certain things, you can see it. So SPHD is now 15 cents a share. Let's look at Pembina, PBA. Let's look at their dividend history. I mean, it's gone up 13, 14, 15 cents. So that's a good thing. They are increasing. Anytime you see things increase, that's a good thing. So these are starting to kick up a notch. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you guys are going to, once you do these fractional shares, the nice thing about Ramey's strategy, Matt Ramey, in his website where he has all these stocks and everything, I'll post the fractional share video in the comment section as well. But once you get those rolling, he did update it too. I mean, he added Unilever. I mean, how do you not love Unilever as a stock? But same with Aflac. But once you add these, you are pretty much rolling. So that's pretty much it with my updates. Again, I'm slowly getting up. I'm getting there. Things are slowly kicking in. I probably had way too many stocks at once. And then, how am I going to go anywhere if I have way too many stocks? I mean, I'm not pumping in like $600 a month. If I was pumping in 600, that's a different story. But I'm pumping in like right around, $200, $220 a month. That's not too bad, but once I pay off my car and I have a Tempur-Pedic bed that's hopefully about to get paid off soon, and it's getting my credit score really nice. But once I get that, I can start distributing certain money in a Roth IRA, and then and then add more to the dividend portfolio, or throw maybe 40 into my E-Trade portfolio. So, you know, a lot of my money that I'm going to make from YouTube, I'm going to try to spend it on grad school, to be honest with you. So this is a $100,000 journey. It's going to take time. Again, a lot of you guys who have done phenomenal this past month in July with your dividends, congratulations. And if you guys are new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to give the Death Star a like. How do you not like the Death Star? Things are getting there. How are your dividends? How have your dividends done this past month? I'm just going over my M1 Finance. I'll probably jump to my E-Trade one. I'll do a short one tomorrow combined with Fundrise, but I haven't done a Fundrise video. So a lot of you guys that have subscribed to my channel, you guys always want me to post Fundrise videos too. So I need to incorporate that as well. But thank you again. It looks like in Ohio, I'm at my parents' house. It's raining cats and dogs outside, so be safe out there. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you wear a mask, and stay away from Kodak. I just made a video on Kodak. They think they're a pharmaceutical company. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, they're a joke. So that's just my honest opinion. So check that video out as well. Check out my my whole section that I have just on the Death Star and the dividend portfolio. Check that out too, you know, just to see the journey and some of the mistakes I made and fixed. That way, if you are making a fractional share portfolio, you can learn from some of my mistakes before you do the same ones. And one of my biggest mistakes I did was I had way too many stocks. I mean, if I had, you know, if I had a $40,000 or $50,000 portfolio, that'd be fine. But I have way too many stocks. I still need to fix certain things. So, I mean, had I had, you know, some smaller stocks or a decent amount of stocks in there, I could probably, you know, be okay. But I feel all right with 30 right now because I'm at $7,000, and that'll jump up. I mean, it's just going to take time. I mean, that's the biggest thing about being a dividend investor is time. You're not going to be rich overnight unless if you're lucky and you do something with Hertz or something like. Just kidding. Hertz is a joke. With I don't know. Let me just think of an example. I don't know. Moderna or something. You know, it just jumped up because they made a nice announcement and everybody freaked out and got excited, so they put money in. I mean, that's, you know, for I myself, when I'm seeing my patients on the nursing floor on a cardiac step down floor, how the hell can I basically drop everything and buy a stock and day trade? It's just, you have to be very tactical. You have to, it takes a lot of time. Dividend investing, I know I have stocks that are beating the S&P, will give off a dividend, will increase its dividend. It's not too complicated to dividend invest. So you guys that are new into dividend investing or considering it, I really believe that you should have multiple sources of income. I have a 403b. Okay, great. You know, whatever. I still don't think that's enough. So then I'm going to have a Roth IRA. Now I have a dividend portfolio. So you get where I'm saying. Multiple um, you know, sources of income, have multiple places for retirement. Because what happens if, like, let's just say I had a Roth IRA and Pfizer was $100, Coke was $100, QYLD was $100, SPHD was $100. Now, this is just with the Roth IRA. Let's just say like 7 stocks were, or let's just say 10 stocks that you own were worth $100, and it was just increasing when you retired. Think about this. And let's just say you have like 200 shares in them each. So you take out 2 shares of that. That's like $200. Okay, out of those 10 shares. So when you retire, I mean, you have extra sources of income. You don't have to freak out. And like something like a Roth IRA, you don't have to pay taxes, like when you take money out, because you have to report your income with a Roth IRA. That's my understanding, is you have up to $6,000 a year, and you still have to report your income, but in the long run, once you take it out, you don't get taxed on that. So that's the good thing. So, um, yeah, that's why I decided to make a Roth IRA as well, and I'm excited to reveal my Roth IRA on Fidelity, whether it's going to be a mutual fund, a straight mutual fund, or if it's just going to be a fractional shares. I haven't decided that, but if I do the fractional shares on that, that'll definitely be Vanguard. I'm looking at Vanguard VOO, maybe a little bit of QQQ, and a little bit of Vanguard Total, the technology fund, and VYM. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, and probably VNQ as well. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I don't want to like jump ahead or anything like that, but it's kind of crunch time with graduate school. I have it's coming up, so I really need to be just smart, park my money, leave it alone, show you guys how I'm doing. It's very simple when it comes to dividend investing. You don't need to day trade and do all that, because you can lose a lot of money pretty fast. With dividend investing, you can, you take a hit, like when this economy took a blow. Let's just go to like somebody like Ryman Hospitality Properties. Let's just look up RHP. So these guys take a huge blow. Oops. So if they take a huge blow, look, I mean, these guys are making a killing, but that's okay. You don't have to freak out. It's going right back up. It's going to fix itself, and it's going to give off nice dividends in the long run. So, yeah, I just want to speak my mind a little bit, but that's pretty much like when it comes to dividend investing and why you should be diversified and stuff. So haven't heard any, by the way, I haven't heard anything about rich uncles, but I will let you guys know and keep you posted. And but that's about it. I mean, that's the updates of my dividends, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video again. I just felt like ranting a little bit and educating, but again, I'm not a financial advisor. But again, make sure you like this video, make sure you share it with your friends, and let's make some money. All right, take care.